Hello best friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying something different. Today we're going to start something that I would like to call my theory on how Daddy God made RBD. It wasn't Pedro Damian, it wasn't Televisa or Guillermo Rosas. No. It was divine intervention. Daddy God was the creator of RBD. They were not meant to be a 6-member pop group. They weren't even meant to be a real pop group. Yet, it happened. And let me tell you how it happened. This is a story based on true events. For those that don't believe in miracles, have you not been to an RBD concert? They were just supposed to be a simple marketing technique for a telenovela, yet divine intervention took place. It all starts with Uncle Pedro Damian. Now, he's a very well-known producer of telenovelas in Mexico. He did Mi Pequeña Traviesa, Primer Amor, A Mil por Hora, Preciosa, Clase 406, and so on. Telenovelas that centered around a young cast was his strong point. Now, in 2003, Pedro Damian knocks on the door of Daddy Televisa and is like, yo, can I please do a Mexican adaptation of this telenovela from Argentina known as Rebelde? Now, Televisa at first didn't want to do so because that meant that they had to dish out a hefty amount of money in order to produce a telenovela that centered around the life of rich kids living in a private boarding school. Now, Rebelde consists of 4 main characters. Now, those 4 main characters joined together to create a Latin pop group inside the telenovela Rebelde. Remember, the storyline for Rebelde, the way that it was written, it required only 4 cast members to be part of the group. So as Pedro Damian starts production, he immediately thinks of Anahi to do Mia Colucci. And honest to God, there was no better option. Yet, Televisa did not give him the green light. They were like, no, you have to choose someone else.
Tú eres mío.
Sí.
Pero hay un problema, pues que en la empresa no quieren que la hagas tú.
Now, initially, they wanted Belinda to portray Mia Colucci, and they wanted Daniela Luján to portray Roberta.
Que Daniela interpretara el personaje de Roberta en la telenovela Rebelde. No le gustó el perfil psicológico del personaje.
They did have a well-known rivalry.
¿Cómo ves tu competencia con Daniela Luján? ¿Cómo ves la telenovela?
Yo no la veo competencia, es totalmente diferente a mí. Ella, por ejemplo, no impone moda.
So that would have been another attraction for people to want to see Rebelde.
Porque antes Mia iba a ser Belinda. O sea, creo que si mal no recuerdo, fue que Pedro quería a Anahi y la empresa quería a Belinda. La empresa estaba como muy chocada de Anahi por la reputación que tiene, pero Anahi es una persona muy linda, la verdad. O sea.
Yet, Pedro Damian had his mind set on Anahi. So that being said, Pedro Damian moves on to casting the rest of the characters. He invited a lot of the actors from his previous show, Clase 406, to the casting call. Now, are you guys ready for this? He invites Alfonso Herrera to portray Miguel Arango. So far, we have 1 band member. And then he moves on to doing a casting call for Roberta. And who shows up? Dulce Maria. Now, he initially doesn't believe that she can portray such a strong and rebellious character because she had recently played Marcela, such a sweet, hopeless romantic, and she portrayed it really well, so it was hard to imagine her as Roberta Pardo.
Dulce venía de ser dulce, entonces decíamos, ¿cómo va a ser Roberta? Roberta es la rebelde, es la fuerte. Y Dulce en su casting fue Roberta. Se quitó esa dulzura que traía y dijo, órale, le entro. Y se lo ganó con su energía, con su fuerza.
So now we have 2 band members, though so far. Now, as he proceeds on casting all the characters,
Christopher. Sí. 17.
3rd member that they already had was Christopher von Uckermann. So you have 3 so far. And remember, the original storyline consists of 4 band members, so you still need Mia Colucci. So after a lot of pleading and begging and crying to Daddy Televisa, please let me have Anahi in my cast, guess what? They approved it.
Pese a contar solo 21 años de edad, Anahi Puente.
Pues nada, llevar el peso de una novela junto con todos mis compañeros es bien difícil, ¿no?
So therefore, you had your 4 band members. I even added the little star in her place, well, on her forehead. He had his group of 4 members already formed. Yet there was another problem. He was like, oh shit, you guys, why didn't anybody tell me that none of the 2 guys could sing? Don't get me wrong, Alfonso Herrera and Christopher von Uckermann can kind of like hit certain notes, but they're not full-on singers. They're more like backup singers, if that makes any sense. So he remembered, oh shit, Chavez is in this novella, and I remember that he has a really good singing voice because he did a couple songs for the soundtrack of Clase 406.
Si dices que sí, te prometo
So he approaches his writers and is like, yo, can you write him into the group? So they do so. And now we have 5 members. I don't know why I made him like so much smaller than everybody else when they're all equally important. There you go. Now they're all the same height. So they move on to recording the soundtrack. You have Dulce Maria, Christopher, Christian, Anahi, and Alfonso Herrera in the studio, and they do 10 songs together. Yet, once they move on to the choreographies, they notice something. The choreographies look weird with only 5 members. See what I'm talking about? Like, they would pair each guy with a girl. They had Alfonso with Anahi. They had Christopher von Uckermann be Dulce Maria's dancing partner. Yet Christian Chavez was alone. He didn't have a dancing partner of his own. So then Pedro Damian gets one of the greatest ideas ever. You know what? Let's do a casting call within the cast that we have with all the girls, and let's find a 3rd female to be part of RBD. Now, who gets told that they're going to be joining this pop group? No other than Maite Perroni. So Pedro Damian goes back to the writers and is like, you guys, I'm so sorry you're gonna hate me for this, but I need you to rewrite the episodes and bump this supporting character to lead character because she's gonna be part of the pop group. So they have to go back, rewrite the story, and add her as a lead character and provide more scenes of her so that way it wouldn't be so much of a surprise when she joins the pop group because she would have already been conceived as one of the main characters. And there you have it. Now we have 6. That is the story of how divine intervention kicked in when they were forming RBD. Like I said initially, the group consisted of 4 members. Yet, for different reasons, the choreographies, backup vocals, or just having the group seem complete on stage, they had to bump it up from 4 to 5 to 6. So, do not tell me that divine intervention does not exist, because every time I hear a song by RBD and I hear Anahi's voice, or I hear Maite's voice, or I hear Christian sing, I remember they weren't supposed to be a part of this, yet they are. They were. Now they are. And there you have it. That is how Daddy God gave us RBD. Now, if you'd like for me to go ahead and cover a little bit more of RBD's history, by all means, go ahead and comment down below, drop a like, subscribe as well. Or you could also reach out to me on Instagram. The handle name is GoEricGo. Now, until next time, best friends, remember, listen to RBD's music and you will know what true happiness is. It is Latin pop music royalty. Until next time, best friends, take care.